Learfield presentation of the Oregon Sports Network.
And Oregon is going to play in the national championship game. Big Ten champions.
Big Ten champs.
National champions, yes.
Oklahoma City bound the Oregon Ducks.
Awesome day to be a Duck, man.
Boom inside. Touchdown Oregon.
He gets loose. Fires. Hits. Pops the three. Oh, yeah. It's all Oregon.
This is Duck Insider. Duck Insider.
It's about how to be a group of people that know how to love each other to the absolute fullest.
Pleasure, joy to be with them each and every day. And I can't wait for the future.
It's just fun to be a part of a community that cares, that is passionate, and when we come together, powerful things can happen.
This is Duck Insider on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield, presented by OnPoint Community Credit Union. People are the point. Now let's go live to the Country Financial Studio to talk Oregon Duck athletics.
It is a Friday. Scott Phillips has his viewfinder from last Oregon basketball season. Mike Jorgensen is here. Jerry Allen is here. It is time to make our first picks of the season. We will review fall camp, get you ready for game day at Autzen Stadium. We are 8 days away from the opener against Montana State. Launched a beer last night. Yeah. That was fun. That's how you know it's building up, right? Yeah. You get announcements like that. You get schedules coming together, and Montana State's going to be in town here coming up in just over a week.
And if you pay any attention at all to the websites, the tickers, ESPN, that's all college football. Everybody's being talked about. Who's the best quarterback in the nation? Who's the starters going to be here at this school? Who's going to be at that school? Who's the best running back in the nation? What's the best conference? I mean, I just love this time of year because nobody knows, but everybody's telling you. Huh?
Nobody knows.
Yeah, I think the headlines I'm seeing right now is who's released their depth chart. Right? Who's released the depth chart? I mean, I was looking at some of the games we're going to be picking, and all of a sudden Nebraska's depth chart pops out there, all over the place. And so it's just depth chart after depth chart right now. But it's week 0, guys. Yep. It's football time, and we've got a taste of the NFL. Now it's time for college football.
That's right.
Oh, my God.
That's right. So we don't have officially any Big Ten games in week 0, but the three of us all talked about it. It was like, we do have some Thursday games. Rather than try to cram in some picks earlier next week, we thought, well, let's just do it today. And part of why I asked Jerry and Jorgie to come in today is that our head of hangar management, John Sargent, will be here,
baby.
Director
Yes,
of Food and Beverage Services. We're going to highlight the $5 duck deals today. So I know there's a lot of feedback from fans on quicker lines, some more grab-and-go type options. That's something Sarge is going to talk about. So yesterday's theme of Duck Insider was all what you need to know, everything, a game day at Autzen Stadium. Well, this is going to be the concessions piece of a game day at Autzen Stadium.
I wonder if we're going to get choices today.
I think you will.
Oh, he's got to bring a bunch in, and we'll have choices.
Yeah, there will be choices.
We can do some trading if there's something.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm good.
But the $5 duck deals will highlight some of the new concessions that we're excited about heading into a new football season here at Autzen. But Ohio, Rutgers, Buffalo, Minnesota, Nebraska, Cincinnati, Miami, Ohio, Wisconsin. Those are the early games next Thursday that kick off Big Ten season. There's 2 Friday games in the Big Ten Conference with Western Michigan and Michigan State, Western Illinois, and 12th-ranked Illinois. Those are the first games that we'll pick next Friday. Pause on picks. Fall camp. Talking the Ducks. Fall camp now coming to a close. Oregon practicing this morning inside Autzen Stadium, but starting to turn the page toward Montana State. Jerry, zoom out. Takeaways for fans. What are your takeaways from watching your 39th fall camp this year?
Yeah, they've changed through the years. Jordan, you know how much they've changed.
Yes, I do.
Doubles used to be truly doubles. In the morning, like 2.5 or 3 hours, and boom, hit hard and hit early, and then you come back in the afternoon in what was really hot days every day in August, and you'd boom, hit again. Rich Brooks put them through their paces. Jordan, you talk about that in a moment. But what we've seen now is a refinement of the game with a lot of new rules that have come in that the NCAA and others have instituted to make it I'm going to say easier, but maybe safer for players in a lot of respects health-wise. So practices are different, but it's still like Groundhog Day every day. I mean, it's the same. I mean, it's not the same for them because they're learning more, installing, and getting better with fundamentals. But for those watching, we're seeing this guy pop or this guy pop. What I've noticed this year is that the transfer portal has really helped Oregon fill some much-needed holes on the O-line, the defense.
Sure.
The back end's going to be good. So I'm still looking at that wide receiver group, guys, to see who's going to develop there, who it's going to be, Jordan.
Yeah. There are such things as recovery days now.
Yeah.
Which there weren't back then. And nothing wrong with that because the guys put into work, obviously, every week. And in the practices, I'd have to say the individual practices are a little bit longer, frankly, than they were way back when. I don't want to talk about love Coach Brooks. Absolutely love him. But I don't want to talk about the memories of doubles. And we even went to triples one year.
Yes.
And we even went back to doubles after game 2 one year because we played so bad in the first couple of games.
Sure.
Anyhow, those are great memories. Believe me, I'm glad I have memories. Let me just put it that way. After a football career,
Yes.
So,
Yes.
But Jerry, you're exactly right. I mean, you start talking about what's going on right now with this team. Tons of talent, really is. But it's mesh time for this team. They've got to get together, get on the same page. It happens every year for the most part, unless you return 22 of 22, where everybody's on both sides of the ball all together and have played together for a long time. Oregon graduated a lot of people. Oregon had a lot of people go to the NFL. There's a lot of guys, obviously, that have got some playing time, but then you get transfers in that are new to the system. You get freshmen that some of them that came in the spring, they look like they're veterans out there now. The talent is there. Now it's time to mesh and bring it all together.
I'm curious, too. You mentioned, Jerry, the transfer portal, and I've been talking a lot this year about the stacking of recruiting classes and just how talented this team is. I think in general, this team is very, very talented, but younger, lacking experience. And even Coach Lanning has said, though, hey, he'll take that talent before he'll take experience. Every coach wants both, but he'll take that talent before the experience. And to that point, you talk about like meshing, Jorgie. I'm curious, Jerry, your thoughts on this because, Will Stein has made a point in saying that they did not have that rhythm offensively until week 3, week 4 last year. And that was with a transfer quarterback coming in, right, in Dylan Gabriel. Yep. Now you have Dante Moore, who's been in the system, a returning starting center in Pancho Lalulu. It's interesting, You'd think that the experience leads to a rhythmic offense early, but it necessarily didn't last season. This year, that's been a focus for the offense heading in. They want that rhythm early.
Yeah, they want that rhythm early, Joe. And how you get that rhythm is communication, all right? And we see guys practice, on a daily basis, 2.5, 3 hours, whatever it is. But what we don't see and what you don't see is how many hours every day they spend in the classroom of football, learning the fundamentals, watching video of their practice to see where their arm movements were, where their feet were. They're breaking it down. They're learning the plays. They're learning each other. And they're communicating. They're learning how to communicate. Jorgie, this year, I'm hearing that there are more leaders maybe on the field to start this season than there were last year in the whole season.
Well, I know one of the concerns was with all the young talent that came about with the team. You start looking at all that young talent. Well, you don't necessarily rely on those guys to be leaders, but getting them in early, working them in together, paying attention to, as you just talked about, Jerry, the minute details, the little things that they don't have 2 practices anymore, but I can tell you they're spending a full practice in looking at film, looking at the breakdowns, the technology now to have helmet cams measuring heartbeats and throws and where a quarterback's head is looking on a particular play. And then I'll even back up to one more thing you said. If there's one guy on the offense, especially along that offensive line, that you want to see return, it's your center.
It's the center.
And Oregon's center returns this year with Dante Moore in his 3rd year. He's played football. He's been in this system. He's been with Will Stein. That's the other guy that's really important. The other pieces of it will mold. Lastly, got to play games. Game reps are completely different. I look forward to asking Dan Lanning next week, guys. Yeah. Again, explain to us why game reps are so different than practice reps. It's time to play a game.
Oregon Football Coaches Show every Wednesday. We're back next Wednesday, 7 o'clock, across the Oregon Sports Network and the Oregon social media channels. We'll have live video with Coach Lanning coming up. We're planning to talk with Tatum Tuioti on the first one. And that brings me to, guys, the one like him and Mateo Iungalele returning. Defensively, more returning starters on defense than on offense. More rotation guys back on defense than on offense. And that's a defense that in every metric heading into the postseason was a top 10 defense. But then against Penn State and Ohio State, as Tosh Lupoy put it pretty bluntly even last week, didn't perform the way they wanted to. And those season averages, as a result, jumped. Oregon was still mostly a top 25 defense in every metric. The Ducks are poised to maybe be a top 10 defense this year with some guys back and some new talent coming in.
Yeah, I'm just going to toss out really quickly because some people are listening to us talk about Dante Moore this and Dante Moore that. He has not been named the starter. Okay, we do not know that. I don't know who the starter is going to be. A lot of people assume it's going to be him. We don't know. There's a good competition going on, believe me. But I think, Joy, what you say is, I'm going to add this. We look so much at who's going to start. Who's the starting running back? Who's the starting left guard? Who's the starting safety? Who's the starting this? Oregon has starters in every position right now. I can tell you that. They know they do. What kind of depth do they have? That's what they're trying to develop, and that's why stacking, Joy mentioned stacking, you got to bring in guys that are going to be able to play because you need to rotate. You'd love to have 18, 19, 20 guys defensively that you can rotate that are all like starters. That's where you really build yourself, Joe.
And they're getting there.
They're getting there.
They're getting there in a hurry, and what's really interesting about it, too, when you take a look at this team and the way that they're beginning to stack the players is – the young players that fall in behind some of the starters have been here a couple of years, and they look like they've been out there forever.
Right.
Because of going back to the very beginning of what we talked about, talent versus experience.
Right.
The talent is there to play now, and the young guys are going to play now, and that's how they're developing that. Jerry, you're exactly right, because if you've got the depth all throughout the season, you never fall off.
You never
and
fall
Sarge
off.
is here.
Here
comes the depth.
John Sarge, you talk about the depth on the unit. Yeah. And I wanted to add, as Sarge comes in to talk a few concession items here.
Oh, wow.
You talk about stacking recruiting classes. I mean, Dante Moore, a transfer, but was at one point heavily recruited by Oregon. Austin Novosad, a guy who comes in. Luke Moga has come in. Others in that quarterback room. The quarterback room, I think, is a great example of how to build out a roster and have competition continue for years.
Yeah.
Right?
No doubt.
That's what it is. So John Sargent is here, and we've added to the studio this year. So John is going to get to talk over, well, actually Scott being a videographer on camera. And Sarge, you just tell us, $5 duck deals?
Yeah, we have duck deals. 2 concession stands.
Concession stands.
Sections 27 and 35. Standard concessions fare, hot dogs, pretzels, cookies, popcorn, chips and cheese, soda, ice cream, Jerry.
Ice cream for Jerry!
Yes.
Here you go.
Oh,
coming in.
Can I start?
God, look at that.
And candies. Caramel
want this
corn.
to melt.
It's just something I'd been looking at for a long time, wanting to do. It felt like the right time.
Okay.
Prices were right. So.
Do you think that Jerry is the reason that you did it?
Oh, no.
Oh,
Thank
wow.
you.
Okay.
Thank
wow.
you. No.
I was really expecting a yes.
I'm not the only ice cream aficionado.
He doesn't pay for concessions.
True story.
that.
I can't know. But are we going to have these up on level 5 of the press box too?
Oh, no.
No.
I told you. At section 27 and 35.
27 and 35. You can get down to
that.
section 35.
Yeah.
Hey, so Sarge, I know one of the feedback pieces too was to get people going quick and have some affordable options. That's really what you're doing here, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And it really should be a quick stand. Everything's easy. We'll have things prepared and ready to hand out. And I think it's going to be a really popular stand for us. We have some new items that I'll be showing you guys later.
Ooh,
and
that's a tease, folks. That's a
maybe
tease.
next Friday.
Next Friday. Okay.
Maybe next Friday I'll be back.
When you said later, I thought you meant next half hour. Maybe.
Wait, do we get to know what's coming next Friday, or are we going to wait to find out?
You'll wait till find out.
Okay. Are you doing specials again this year?
There won't be specials. It'll be the kind of the item of the game like we did last year.
Item of the game. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Specials were 2 years ago, and that was not successful.
So item of the game is not a special.
Right.
Okay.
Because it'll be there all the time.
Item of the game but it will be there all the time.
Yeah.
I got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Item of the game. Well,
You know,
when
last
you
year
find
we did the
something you
bowl,
like.
the football bowls. We did the mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Big burger. So got some fun items this year.
Well, I want you to know that this is still on the desk.
Good.
It just reminds me that there are people like Jerry who eat an entire oversized football bowl for one meal. And I'm not kidding when I tell you Jerry did eat everything that was in that bowl.
I think it was before the end of the show.
He did eat that. That did happen once or twice. Jerry, by the way, for our radio audience, is halfway through the ice cream so far.
Imagine that.
Here's another one for him.
Oh, my God. Look at strawberry shortcake bar for you
Your
this time.
average that I talked about last night. No, I don't eat ice
So,
cream
hey,
before I have the main
we
meal.
figured out, and by we I mean Jorgie.
Okay.
How many ice cream sandwiches do you think Jerry's eaten on football
We're
trips?
going on 40 years, Sarge. Obviously, this
Right.
is his 39th year. So if I use 40 years just to round it,
Yep.
it's 360 to 360, 720, 1,440 ice cream bars since he's begun.
1,440 ice cream bars.
Give or take 100. I mean,
Give or take 100.
You know.
I think it's probably give.
You know.
You think it's give?
Isn't that amazing? I figured 6 ice cream bars a trip, 6 games away. You know, multiply by 10, you get 360, and then all of a sudden quadruple
You're
it.
talking like this is a bad thing. This is
No,
a great
I'm
thing.
saying
No.
I'm impressed.
Okay, thank you.
We're not putting you down.
impressed.
You're still
So what-
skinny.
So what you
look at
see him doing should not be a surprise right now, okay?
No. You know, famously, and I remind everybody with our head of hanger management here sitting right next to us, I mean, Sarge ate an entire half pint of ice cream on the show a few years ago.
I think that was my first trip in.
Yeah.
Pretty nervous. Let's get it going.
You were ready to go. He
Yeah.
just, I mean, I'm telling you, it looked like Jerry.
Yeah, it definitely got all over the microphone.
Yeah. It was
that
all
was a
part of
good
the
one.
experience.
Yeah.
All part of the experience. What else should fans know on the concession front, Sarge? What else they need to know heading into game 1?
Don't really have anything.
All right. We covered it.
I will share that with you next week.
Ooh.
I wanted to talk about duck deals today, and we did that. And
Duck deals. All right. Remind
Yep.
us again, duck deals. Where can we find them? What do fans need to know?
Section 27, Section 35, hot dogs, pretzels, popcorn, bottled water, soda, ice cream, candy, snacks.
Don't
So-
worry, Jorgie. The Sour Patch Kids are there for you.
Yep,
What flavor?
it's the regular.
Classic.
Okay.
Classic, Jorgie.
So-
Come on. Scott's
Scott's already has them.
Scott already
They
took
are
them.
gone.
It's sugar.
But
is
that's
what
why
it
there were
is. That's all I
3
care
red
about.
vines there. Yeah.
The Sour
Yeah, the red
Patch are
vines
good.
are for-
That's
are
a
for
good
him.
choice of candy. I can just tell you that. Sour
Good.
Patch,
Look at
red
that.
vines doesn't get any better than that.
All right. Section 27
M&Ms.
And 35.
Section 35. $5 duck
Is that
deals.
sugar on the pretzels or is that salt?
All kinds.
Would you
Good
like
stuff.
one?
Huh?
You
Would
gonna
you
try
like
a
one?
pretzel?
Oh, yeah. Please.
Yeah, with cheese sauce.
Sure.
Okay.
Wow.
Can I dip them in
There
the
you go.
Pepsi?
Now Sarge is like, I guess I'm working. Can you dip it in the Pepsi?
Well, they're
What?
right there and just soak it.
Oh,
and-
give me a break.
Wait, are you a
What?
Serious question. Are you a French fries and milkshake guy?
Sometimes I have, yeah.
I
that's
like
a-
French
thank
fries
you.
and milkshakes.
I'm done. It's
Thanks,
okay.
Sarge.
I
I'm
take it or
in.
leave it.
Thank you, Sarge.
We got any napkins over
I
there?
do.
Because I just made a mess
Yeah.
of myself.
Do
Joey,
you
I've
think-
done that.
Oh,
It's been a
popcorn.
while.
Thank
Oh,
you.
look
Thank
at
you.
that.
Popcorn.
Oh, man.
Popcorn. And look, he brought, not only did he bring napkins, he brought an entire stack of napkins that he will be leaving for the year. Thank you, Sarge.
Oh, what are you doing
See,
with that?
there's nothing. Kate, you want to taste
no.
it? Don't
Zoom in.
Don't complain about it until you taste it. Okay? Give it a little.
Okay, I won't complain about it. I'm just not going to. You just got it all over the microphone. You just dipped your mic in the Pepsi.
Better than ice cream. on it.
Saul, throw the flag. This is our first flag of the year.
There you go. Thank you.
On Jorgie.
You want to buy it?
John Sargent,
Get that outta here.
the head of hanger management. Thank you, Sarge.
Oh, what do we have there? Oh, my gosh.
There you go. That's for you.
Oh, I ate the hot dog
Concessions. It's
Chocolate chip
It's
cookie?
embedded into what we do at football.
The cheese.
And we've got more coming from John Sargent next week. Thanks, Sarge. Gonna need. Oh, okay. We're keeping relish, mustard,
All
and
right.
ketchup.
And we got the little
all
fridge.
year.
We put
The
that in
cheese
fridge.
is
Okay.
really good, Sarge. Thank you.
It's a Friday. You guys ready for a Friday Duck Insider again? John Sargent, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
John.
Sarge.
Go Ducks.
John Sargent, the head of Hanger Management, he is in charge of all things concessions. And, man, Jerry, I don't think he brought you enough.
Sarge! No.
When we come back, we're
This
going to
is
make some
plenty.
picks. We'll talk a little bit more about fall camp.
Ooh, a
We've
little
got
hot dog.
napkins for the entire season.
Chocolate chip cookie?
Keep it here on the Oregon
Huge.
Sports Network from
That is
Learfield.
huge.
Hear that? The crowd's going wild for all the end of summer fun at Toyota's National Sales Event. Going now until September 2nd. Woo-hoo!
See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary. Toyota, let's go places.
As a local community credit union founded by teachers, OnPoint is committed to supporting the students and faculty at the University of Oregon. And on game day, we're right there with you, on the field, in the bleachers, and in the classrooms. Drop by one of your local branches today and discover the many ways OnPoint can help support your financial well-being. OnPoint Community Credit Union. People are the point. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing opportunity.
Hear that? The crowd's going wild for all the end of summer fun at Toyota's National Sales Event. Going now until September 2nd. Woo-hoo!
See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary. Toyota, let's go places.
This is Duck Insider, presented by OnPoint Community Credit Union on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Adoption of teens from foster care is a topic not enough people know about, and we're here to change that. I'm April Dinwiddie, host of the new podcast, Navigating Adoption, presented by Adopt US Kids. Each episode brings you compelling real-life adoption stories told by the families that live them with commentary from experts. Visit adoptuskids.org/podcast or subscribe to Navigating Adoption, presented by Adopt US Kids. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services Administration for Children and Families and the Ad Council.
My mom has taken up going to the park to practice yoga.
My dad's going to a club, but not a book club, a salsa club.
Finding new hobbies comes with age.
My mom has started getting lost and not knowing where she's going.
Becoming lost or disoriented doesn't. Confusion with time or place may be a sign of Alzheimer's. An early diagnosis can help improve the quality of life for your loved one. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
I'm coming home to the place that I remember, back to the land of my first love. Would you spread wide your arms for this wayward son? I left my heart.
There's something about the salty, buttery popcorn.
What?
We come back from break and Jorgie
Cleaning
is
my mic.
Jorgie is cleaning his microphone.
Well,
is it cheese or is it Pepsi?
It was
or
just
what?
a little bit of Pepsi
Okay.
mostly. The Pepsi's easy to kind of wake up, you know.
Yeah.
Right. We'll change out the headset for next week.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
We'll watch it.
Yeah, I don't want Coach wearing that.
No.
On Wednesday night. He's got. What's
what,
in this microphone?
What an addition to the Oregon football coaches show is if Sarge came in like this with Coach Lanning.
I think he'd like that.
Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Back on Duck Insider, presented by OnPoint Community Credit Union. If you've never joined us on a Friday during football season before, welcome. This is it. This is what we do. John Sargent comes in. We'll have an item of the game that will feature, and again, those $5 duck deals, I want to reiterate. Fan feedback was, hey, quicker items, doesn't necessarily need to be like the prototypical hot food, and here I am already going through the popcorn. That you can go fast, $5 duck deals.
Good price, too.
It works out great. Jerry has yet to get into his cookie, but the ice cream is done. The hot dog is partially consumed. He's getting there. No word yet on if Jorgie has any acid reflux from the Pepsi-soaked pretzel. No. But have you done that before?
I have. And you mentioned it. You mentioned the French fries and the milkshake.
Sure.
I mean, I'd forgotten about how long it's been since I've done that. It's just it's that salty sweet.
Yeah.
Salty sweet combo.
I don't hate it. I just watching you do it was great.
Yeah. You just got to leave it in a little longer.
Yeah.
For a pretzel.
Yeah.
So,
sure.
That's okay.
Sure.
You leave it in long enough so that when you pick it up to eat it, it drops off into your lap. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Picks?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I got Incarnate World over Nickel State.
I like that pick. I like that pick. So we put together some data because I know how much Jorgie likes data.
Here we go.
On the broadcast. So last season, to review.
Look at the Joey headshot.
Last season, the review. Jerry Allen with 92 correct picks last year in the inaugural year in the Big Ten. Jorgie with 94 correct picks. And I had 97 correct picks. And I want to mention that Scott searched high and low for some funny headshots of us. And he had no headshots of me smiling that weren't like a posed headshot. Every picture that he had of me was something just staring into the camera of Scott. Meanwhile, Jerry and Jorgie actually look happy in the in the photos that we were able to find in Scott's archives.
Your picture looks like you got caught doing something you shouldn't have got doing.
That was during a football broadcast, so this is what I look like behind you guys on the top deck. I was probably looking through binoculars right before that. All right, so we also put together some metrics. So for those watching the show, do me a favor, take the watermark out. Saul knows what I'm talking about, just because I want to reveal that all-time pick percentage number. Jerry Allen at 72.55%. That's your percentage all time since we've been keeping track of picks. Jorgie's at 72.08%. Really respectable. And then a cool 73.60% all time.
That's separation there, too. You've got a full point of separation.
Well, not on Jerry. On Jerry, I'm only 0.05% better at picks. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that actually amazing?
No, you're actually a 1 point.
There we go.
1 point.
Oh, you're right.
1-0. But
I was trying to give you the benefit of the doubt.
He's also the guy who's keeping the numbers. I'm just saying.
Yeah, and just based on that,
yeah,
that right there, that just tells you they may not be accurate.
Well, you're right. You're right about that. And in fact, I had to go. So Scott made the graphic.
Oh, you did it.
I went back. No.
Okay.
I have to say this. I went back. Gosh, journalism majors can't do math. I went back to my spreadsheet because I am smart enough to have a spreadsheet calculate these things for me, and that number is accurate. So, yes.
That will give you what you put into it.
Kind of.
Didn't he put it in? Yeah.
I keep track of it. Now,
how many total picks were there? Do you remember about?
123 last year.
Okay, I mean for the entirety because that
That's a
percentage was based on all-time picks.
It would be.
What do you figure?
It's
last year there were more.
We usually picked in the Pac-12 era. We picked 78 or 79 games.
How many years?
And that's about 10 years.
Okay.
That we've been doing it. So you figure
those are pretty good numbers.
My point is a percentage point is a little bit of separation when you think about all
700.
the games.
We were depending on if you include our bowl picks or not. In the Pac-12 era, we picked about 800 games, roughly, and then last year picked 123. Okay. So we've picked almost 1,000 games together since I've been keeping track of this since 2014.
Well, there's so many variables in that because toward the end of the season, whoever's behind is making picks they wouldn't normally pick.
It's not.
Yeah, it's
because we would often
to be that close together. It's pretty amazing.
Because we would, and I'm so glad you brought this up, because we would so often. Throw the graphic back up, Saul, because we would so often at the end of the year be like, well, it matters to win the season, right? So Jerry has won 4 seasons. Jorgie has won 2 seasons. I have won 4 seasons. So the question becomes, do you care that I'm a full percentage point 1.05, I guess, now that I'm looking at this again? Do you care that I'm a full percentage point better when you and I, Jerry, have won the same amount of seasons? Do we care? I don't know if we care.
Nah.
So, I think that, as in the past, we have made this about who wins each season because there's a dinner on the line. I now think that we should have consequences for who finishes third.
Oh.
Because that will prevent
pressure.
The sellout at the end of the year where, like, one year Jorgie went and picked every underdog and you went, 1-8 that week. And then Jerry ended up moving into second place that year as a result. So what if there are consequences for third place? Removing the coin. What if there are consequences for third place? So, Jorgie has always wanted a hot tub in the broadcast booth. As part of the construction for the new indoor practice facility, there are new tubs being used by the Oregon football team after practice. I propose, as our first rule, and this is why I didn't want to do this next week and why we can do it today. I propose that the loser has to take a cold bath.
An ice bath.
An ice bath
is what I was thinking.
Yeah,
that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Yep.
I
like that.
For a time
like
that is determined by the winner.
Oh, I don't like that. Okay.
I wouldn't go along with that either.
Could get a little out of control. Okay.
No.
So, or we just say it's got to be for 5 minutes.
Yeah, I could see that.
A minute?
Ice bath?
Ice bath? What do you guys think?
I think a minute, minute's pretty good.
Okay.
You got to
So
take into
loser
consideration shrinkage. I mean, come on now.
So loser has to take
5
an
minutes.
ice
The
bath.
color begins to change a little bit, doesn't it?
Yeah. So what do you think? Or I am open to other suggestions. But my point is that it would be nice for us to just have it be a true pick-em, right? Instead of you sell out at the end of the year to try to get into first place on a miracle, right? Because certainly that has impacted our overall totals.
I think you could go 5, but we might have to do a little bit of research as to the dangers.
Do you
in
have
going
another
5.
suggestion for third place?
Yeah, that's pretty good. I thought your suggestion was going to be whoever got third would have to install and pay for the installation of the hot tub here in our studio.
I'm into that. Okay. If you can,
that's what I was waiting for.
I
was waiting for some.
I thought maybe the
ridiculous
whoever
idea like
finishes
that.
Third has to wash the other two guys' cars for a year.
No, I think the ice bath is a good one. That's going to get some courage. You're going to have to.
And we'll play it on the show.
Yeah.
I'd vote for a minute, but I ain't doing longer than a minute
Okay.
in an ice bath. Okay.
Third place spends a minute in an ice bath, and we will document it, and you have to talk about your thoughts on the season while in the ice bath.
Scott will get it on
And
video.
the minute starts when you are fully submerged.
There you go.
Not when you have your first foot in and then the clock begins. It's got to be in, seated, and the clock starts.
I'm open to other suggestions.
Okay. Well, that's a suggestion. We don't have to decide on it right now or vote on it.
I like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's think here.
But we need to put a deadline on the
But you're
suggestion.
right.
End of the show.
Oh, jeez.
End of the show today. We lock in the rules for the season. Otherwise, we're going to come back to this in November, and it's going to take too much time.
No, I think we have to make the third place consequences. We have to make that decision pretty quickly.
Yeah.
End of show. I don't know. Maybe by next week.
Next Friday. I
By
would go
next
with
Friday?
Next Friday show.
Okay. By next Friday is fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good idea, though. I like where you've started.
Okay.
I do. I really do.
Tobiah notes there needs to be an age limit on ice baths.
Thank you. Thank you, Tobias. Thank you.
I disagree.
We'll do some research.
Other suggestions of third place? I mean, it can be whatever, but I just thought that would make this – it would make it more interesting of, the battle for second suddenly matters.
If you have any ideas, let us know.
Let us know.
Let us know.
Let us know. What should third place in picks have to do?
There's going to be some doozy ideas. I can't wait to see those.
Send me an email. My email is on goducks.com.
Something that doesn't hurt. That's all I want.
I'm sure Dusty Hara, who's listening right now, is texting me feverishly with these ideas. Okay, timeout. Maybe we'll have some answers after this, and we're going to make some picks. The first Big Ten games of the year. Duck Insider, presented by OnPoint Community Credit Union, coming back on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
As a local community credit union founded by teachers, OnPoint is committed to supporting the students and faculty at the University of Oregon. And on game day, we're right there with you, on the field, in the bleachers, and in the classrooms. Drop by one of your local branches today and discover the many ways OnPoint can help support your financial well-being. OnPoint Community Credit Union. People are the point. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing opportunity.
We know you turn to the Duck Store for all your game day needs. And for students at the University of Oregon, it's even more. Class supplies, jobs, a seat on our board, a place to take a quick coffee break. Because we're your student-first, non-profit college store, every purchase you make directly supports the very community we serve. From working at our counters to studying in the classroom, from directing our stores to cheering in the stands, the people we serve, the students, are the very people who are the Duck Store.
More Duck Insider coming up on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Man, I love my kids so much. I once sat for 3 hours in the cold rain to watch her soccer team lose by 18 goals.
I love my kids so much, I once used a tube to suck snot out of her stuffed nose at 3 a.m.
You win.
Love your kids? Love them enough to make sure they're in the right car seat. From toddlers to tweens, visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat to find the right seat for their age and size. Keep them safe. Visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
You know you make me wanna kick my heels up and throw my hands up and throw my head back and come on now. So good to see you real.
Well, one suggestion coming in. How about a steel cage match with the Duck? 3 2-minute rounds. The Duck would win.
Yeah,
oh, no doubt.
We're in trouble.
Yeah, we're in trouble. Any suggestions that you have, let us know in the comments section. If you're live with us in the 1 o'clock hour, my email is on the staff directory at goducks.com. Send in some suggestions. What should third place have to do this year? Now there's a little more on the line for second place, not just first place getting to eat a free dinner on the road. Pretty good. Mike Jorgensen, Jerry Allen, I'm Joey Mack. The first Big Ten game of the season is next Thursday, 3 o'clock on Big Ten Network. Ohio visits Rutgers. Reminder of the rules and a confirmation that we don't want to change the rules. Whoever won last week picks first. Whoever finished second last week goes second down the line. If there is a tie, the overall season leader picks first. And there is one deferral. For whoever is in first place, there is one deferral per week. Do we have any amendments to the Constitution, gentlemen?
And when you make your pick, once we moved on to the next game, you
That's
cannot
it.
change your pick.
That's it. Once you
Unless
make
you've
your
got
pick,
the deferral, go late.
That's why the deferral exists.
Okay, so here's the only thing I have to say about that is if you're in the lead.
Well, we got to take a timeout. Ohio and Rutgers.
if you're in the lead, isn't it a disadvantage to pick first?
Not necessarily. You set the tone.
But you don't have a chance to be able to see what your competition does to be able to decide whether you want to go along with it or not. You basically put it out there and everybody else is able to gauge their pick off of what you've done as the leader. Great to be the leader. So just throw it out there.
So you want to reverse the order and just have the coin go first every week?
Last goes first, second goes second, and leader goes last.
It would be interesting to see how we change the picks.
So my vote against that is then once you're in the lead, you just make the same picks as whoever's right behind you.
Mm-hmm.
So then the first week, which, by the way, I've won, I think, 7 of the last 10 years. Then after the first week, you just stay in the lead.
That's assuming all your picks are all your picks are going to be right on a go forward basis.
Yeah, but if your picks are wrong and mine are wrong, it doesn't matter. I'd stay in front of you.
If you pick the same as mine.
Correct.
But if there's somebody else that picks different, then you're taking a chance that they're going to go ahead.
So now suddenly third place with my scenario gets a little more interesting.
I'm going to eat while you guys talk.
If the second and third place people just decide we're going to pick opposite to put pressure on.
Don't pick wrong to begin with, and you're not in that position, right?
I hear what you're saying. I think that it makes it too easy to stay in first place.
Well, you got I'm a minority in this particular situation.
Maybe
so
not. I don't know what he thinks. I don't know that he cares.
Not putting I'm not putting the pressure on you.
No.
He leans forward with a fist clenched.
Move over here. I kind of like the idea that the guy who's in the lead, who's ahead of us, has to pick first, so that we have a chance maybe to gain on him. But
that's what I've thought.
Yeah, it makes it better for whoever's in second and third. Because if I'm going to pick, let's say I'm going to go with Ohio State over Texas, but he picks first and goes Texas, and I'm going to go, ooh. Okay, well, it's such a tight. I might reverse my pick now, knowing what he's going to do because he's in first place.
I mean, I've never been in the lead for the most part, so I don't know why I'm even providing this as a thought. So anyhow.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Okay, I just threw it out there. We can decide at the end of the show.
What's going on?
Oh my goodness!
It's not a bad idea.
Jordy got a great picture.
Might have to flip a coin on that one.
I got a great picture.
Oh, so great. I'm sorry. I'm sending this to Saul's computer so that he.
Oh, the picture I sent
so
you.
that
Okay,
he can
good.
show it
Yeah.
on the show.
Okay.
When did you take a picture?
No, it was fine.
Oh, I sent it to him.
So, I think that it makes it more interesting that who is in first has to pick first. I think otherwise it's too easy to stay in first.
Yeah, good reasoning.
First suggestion coming from our sideline reporter, Dusty Hara, is that whoever finishes third has to do some sort of routine with the cheerleaders during a basketball game.
Oh.
No. I like that one.
No.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Jorgie just no.
No.
Can we vote on this?
Well, that's
That
just the
would be
first.
fun.
That's just the first idea from Dusty.
That would be fun.
First of all, I don't think Dana and her team want us anywhere near a routine.
No.
I think
they're actually
Dana,
very good.
But I think Dana would say, "Oh, that is an awesome idea. We'll have fun with that."
Maybe. You talk about a death match with the duck. I think the duck would just drop kick me.
Okay, let's just
some
stick
ideas.
with the
Okay.
original way it was and pull my recommendation. So.
Now this, by the way, behind the scenes, the shot from Jorgie's perspective.
Oh, Jorgie, did you do that?
Of Jerry just going to town on the ice cream.
I've got about 6 or 7 of those on my reel, so I could have sent them from
What
a
a
plane.
great-
It's just
what an absolutely great behind-the-scenes look for those of you.
This just reinforces my 1,440 ice cream bars or whatever you've had.
You did help
because they all
prove
look
his
like
point.
just like that. They all look just like that.
Yeah.
You guys are just jealous.
You know what's
You're just
amazing is
jealous.
I've never seen Jerry stain his shirt when he eats anything.
I'll tell you an
It is
interesting
a
story
skill.
sometime. No, okay.
It is a skill.
right.
He wears a white shirt on the travel party, and I'm like, how do you do that?
Well, you get good at it after about 900 or 600. I don't.
Yeah,
600 times. Ohio and Rutgers, 3 o'clock on Big Ten Network. I won last year, which means I'm picking first. I've got Rutgers, guys.
Well, let it be known, it's not Ohio State. It's
Ohio.
Ohio.
Let's go Bobcats, huh?
Yeah, Rutgers. I think Rutgers is a better program.
Yeah. They
Should
are.
be. Should
solid. They're just really solid.
Yeah.
Well coached, solid. I'm taking Rutgers.
Hang on, I got to get the coin. Jerry,
Oh, okay. There we
coin's
go.
ready for you.
Oh, there's popcorn in danger here. Woo.
Good
okay.
catch. Good catch.
That is, I believe that's tails. Yes, it is tails.
Tails, road team. That means Ohio pulls the upset according to the coin. Timeout here on the show. We're going to come back, pick the rest of these games, talk a little more Duck football. Jerry, Jorgie, Joey, the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Hear that? The crowd's going wild for all the end of summer fun at Toyota's National Sales Event. Going now until September 2nd. Woohoo!
See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary. Toyota, let's go places.
At Shadow Hills Country Club, we're more than just an award-winning golf course and practice facility. Our events team offers all-inclusive event pricing that allows us to take care of all the details while you enjoy your event. Our indoor and outdoor venues offer you a wide variety of fully staffed options that put the focus on you. From weddings to business and social events, at Shadow Hills Country Club Events Center, you get the benefits of a resort atmosphere and amenities in a peaceful country setting, just minutes from downtown Eugene. Call for a tour today or visit shadowhillsevents.com.
Hear that? The crowd's going wild for all the end of summer fun at Toyota's National Sales Event. Going now until September 2nd. Woohoo!
See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary. Toyota, let's go places.
Don't go anywhere. Duck Insider continues after these messages on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
When you're high, you feel different.
think different, you talk different, you draw different, you listen to music different, but you probably knew that. Problem is, you also drive different, and not in a good way. That's why driving high is illegal everywhere. So if you're high, just don't drive. Make a plan to get a sober ride. Because if you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
I'm Chris Jakimick. I served in the United States Air Force and I deployed 3 times. Being a veteran, it's interwoven into your DNA. It is really the absence of the connection and the purpose that can really drive a lot of veterans to some negative thoughts. For those who are in a suicidal crisis, the window of time to save somebody's life is very short. Our duty is to protect ourselves and protect our families. And one way you can do that is store your weapons safely. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
We have a suggestion that the ice bath is the best idea from a couple people in the YouTube comments. So to Trevor and Adrian, I thank you. I appreciate that. I thought the ice bath was a good starting point. Dave also said that we need to make our own shirts, that something about the J's in our names, which brings me to, what if the third place person has to wear a shirt designed by us that is somewhat embarrassing? This is like in the NFL when, you know, a Husky makes a bet with a Duck and the Duck wins and the Husky's got to wear duck gear to a press conference, you know. Maybe there's something there.
I think the ice bath is consequence.
Agreed.
I think like a goofy shirt.
Yeah. Agreed. Yeah. I'm with you.
I like the idea.
We continue on Duck Insider, presented by OnPoint Community Credit Union. So we're making some picks, and we have yet to have any, I guess, big changes to what
no separation
we're going to be doing over the course of this season. 5 o'clock Thursday on Fox Sports 1. Buffalo visits Minnesota, guys. I was a little surprised. Minnesota is a massive favorite in this game. I'm going to take Minnesota, but it might be a little closer than a 3-score game that odds makers have it.
I think it'll be a 3-score game.
Do you?
Yeah, Minnesota. I think Minnesota's a really good football team. They're going to be dangerous this year. So, and I think that's a little bit of a mismatch. I mean, Buffalo, good program, no doubt, but they're not. I don't think they're at Big Ten level.
Yeah, I think if Minnesota was playing on the road, they might struggle a little bit to begin with and then get it rolling. I think playing at home, they're solid. I just feel like they're very much like a Rutgers team where when they're playing at home, they could beat anybody or keep the game close with anybody. Going on the road would be a different story. They're at home. I think Minnesota wins this one walking away.
All right. Coin, Jerry?
Oh, the coin? The coin's
you can make Jorgie flip it.
Yeah, I might do that. Heads.
Heads. Home
you
team.
Got the next one.
Minnesota.
I got the lights up there, too.
It's tough with the lights.
Yeah, I can look right there. No lights.
Now, next up, 6 o'clock on ESPN. I'm intrigued by this game, guys. Nebraska visits Cincinnati.
Me too.
In what I think might be the best Thursday game in all of college football, at least as it relates to the Big Ten. Nebraska, Cincinnati. I think this is going to be a close game. Good early test for a Nebraska team under Matt Rule that I think is looking to take a jump this year, right? I mean, lost a lot of close games last season. Nebraska did. Talented, though. You talk about stacking recruiting classes. They've started to do that. I think this is going to be a good game. I've got Nebraska backing the Big Ten on the road. I think it's going to be a really good game.
So this game's at Cincinnati, right?
At Cincinnati, but
it's in Arrowhead Stadium.
Oh,
but
okay.
it's
a neutral site.
Where the Chiefs play.
Yeah, where the Chiefs play. This is a tough one. Nebraska is in that area for me of show me before I really get behind you. They've been close, Joe. You're right. They lost some tight ball games, and they're beginning to build a program. Maybe this is the year. I don't know anything about Cincinnati. I just have not researched Cincinnati. I believe that Nebraska is building and getting it there, so I'm going to go with Nebraska. I think Nebraska gets it done, but I don't know by how much.
Yeah. So Cincinnati returns their quarterback, returns their entire offensive line, plays really good defense. But Nebraska fans travel well. Raiola obviously likens himself to be a Patrick Mahomes, so he's going to be playing in Kansas City Stadium. I wonder how dressed up he's going to get for that game. I just think in the long run, Nebraska has better talent. They're going to outlast them, but I think it's close and uncomfortable for the Cornhuskers throughout the whole game.
Okay.
All right. So
I'd
Nebraska it is.
Yep.
Coin goes tails.
Nebraska.
Wow.
Okay. The last Thursday game, as we get ahead of it here in our picks, is 6 o'clock on Big Ten Network. Miami of Ohio visits Wisconsin. Wisconsin's a big-time favorite. I think Wisconsin, a team, again, that's kind of looking to make that jump this year. Got to start solid. I think Wisconsin wins this game at home.
Yeah, I don't think this is a contest. I think Wisconsin at home is one of those teams that, much like Georgie mentioned Minnesota, when you're playing at home, Wisconsin, they know how to play football in their own backyard. So I think this is a little bit of a mismatch. I think they win big, Wisconsin.
Yep, I got the Badgers too. Yep.
Wisconsin it is.
Okay.
All right.
And the coin, heads.
Heads.
Do we all, everybody, same? Wisconsin, coin?
Other than the coin to start with. I think.
Yeah,
Okay.
coin went with Ohio over Rutgers. Otherwise, Rutgers, Minnesota, Nebraska, Wisconsin. We're going 4-0 to start the season, boys. Big Ten goes 4-0. All of us go 4-0 before we chat again, and we decide what happens to the third-place finisher.
I ain't taking no ice bath. That ain't happen.
I mean, you have consistently not finished last.
Right.
I mean, if we want to go back and really break that down.
On that kiss of death. Nope, not saying it.
Last year was very, very unique, and you were in last place.
Yeah.
Very unique.
That was an anomaly when you really look at the grand scheme of things. So.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I'm not loaning you any money, so quit trying to butter me up, okay?
Remember, the only year that we've ever had a tie was the COVID year. All three of us tied that year.
So was that one of my wins? One of my 2 wins?
No, I did not award any wins. For that.
Why?
You've won. So you want us to move to 5 and you move to 3? What's the difference?
I don't care where you move you guys. I just want to move to 3.
You want to move to 3. Okay.
5 and 3 looks better
we
than
all
2
finished
and 4.
first.
Yeah.
That's
Right. Yeah. Man, I'm looking, though. I'm pretty sure, Jerry, the only year that you finished last was last year.
Yeah.
You've been like
consistent.
Consistently first or second. I have finished last once.
I don't
also.
gamble a lot.
Georgie is.
Gamble a lot on those
Me
picks.
neither.
Yeah. Georgie has truly one of the great careers in data anomalies because Georgie in 2022 had the best year we've ever had, picked over 82% of his games correct.
That's something. And to be in last with that.
And then Georgie also has the record low pick percentage that we've ever had in 2019. He only picked 57% of his games correct.
Was that the year that I went 0-9?
Yes.
I got every pick wrong, and not on purpose.
Georgie also is the only person that twice has gone 0 in a week.
How'd the coin do that year? Did you beat the coin that year?
Maybe barely. I don't think I finished last. No, don't tell me I did.
No, in 2019, Georgie with 57.69%. The coin with a record high for the coin, 58.97%.
I lost to the coin?
In 2019, yes.
I don't remember that. That's
in 2019, you lost to the coin. And also, in again, what is a statistical anomaly. 2019 was a bad year. 2019, I won, and it is the worst year I've ever had. I won in 2019 with 65.38% correct, and that's the lowest I've ever had.
What was there about that year for all of us?
Bad year.
Wow.
All right, fellas, we got to get a timeout and come back, wrap it up.
That's a new stat that we did. I don't think any of us remember.
No, I did not.
I know, but we've never talked about it. And then you brought it up, and now you're never going to forget it.
I won't.
Wrapping up the week. Thank God it's almost game week on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
As a local community credit union founded by teachers, OnPoint is committed to supporting the students and faculty at the University of Oregon. And on game day, we're right there with you, on the field, in the bleachers, and in the classrooms. Drop by one of your local branches today and discover the many ways OnPoint can help support your financial well-being. OnPoint Community Credit Union. People are the point. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing opportunity.
We know you turn to the Duck Store for all your game day needs. And for students at the University of Oregon, it's even more. Class supplies, jobs, a seat on our board, a place to take a quick coffee break. Because we're your student-first, nonprofit college store, every purchase you make directly supports the very community we serve. From working at our counters to studying in the classroom, from directing our stores to cheering in the stands, the people we serve, the students, are the very people who are the Duck Store.
Back to the Country Financial Studios in 60 seconds. This is Duck Insider from Learfield.
This message is for Karina, our mom who finished her high school diploma at age 28. Hi, Mom. It's Emmettith and Nicholas. Congratulations on getting your diploma. You worked so hard and have taught us so much. We love you.
When you graduate, they graduate. Finish your high school diploma for you and for them. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
You said you'd never buy your kid candy from the checkout aisle. Or forget extra diapers. You'd never lick your thumb to clean their face. Never, ever become a minivan mom. So when you say you'd never leave your child in a hot car, no, it can happen. Cars get hot fast, and kids can be at risk in temperatures as low as 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Never happens. Before you leave the car, always stop, look, lock. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
I want you to know. I said I want you to know right now. You've been good to me, baby. Better than I've been to myself.
We're back on Duck Insider, presented by OnPoint Community Credit Union. Joey Mack, Jerry Allen, Mike Jorgensen, having some fun in the Country Financial Studio. Picks are always fun.
And the coin.
Can't forget the coin. The coin, a record high year in 2019 of 58.97% correct picks. I also should mention that not only did the coin beat Jorgie that year, the coin tied Jerry that year.
That's just incredible.
It was an awful year.
I think
for
we
all
were
of
taking
us.
chances at the very end, just doing,
had to be.
You were. So to go back and look, I was ahead by a few games with 3 weeks left. I finished that year 13-1 to make it somewhat salvageable of a season.
Yeah,
and
blew us out.
And you guys kept picking to
There were
catch me out.
sunspots that year too. With the atmosphere and the ionosphere.
Yeah, everything was off.
It was bad.
Right.
It was bad.
The best year that Jerry has ever had was in 2023, picked 82.05% correct. The worst year that Jerry ever had was in 2018. You picked 59.49% correct. Those are the only. So last year
That's barely 50-50.
Last year and 2018, those are the two worst years you've ever had in terms of finishing. Yeah. And then Jorgie with the record high and the record low.
So you shouldn't have to worry about the 5-minute ice bath.
I think you're going to be okay. 5 minutes? 5 minutes?
I'd like to
I
vote
didn't know
on
if you
this.
caught that.
No.
Okay, it's the ice bath, right? Did we decide?
Ice bath?
No, we're
Okay.
going to decide next week.
Deciding next week.
Okay, that's
We
right.
got more picks next week. We'll break down all kinds of things. On Monday, we're going to fully review Fall Camp Monday. And thanks, guys.
Yeah.
It's a Friday Duck Insider. See ya.
baby.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
We just kind of knew from the beginning that we were family.
They showcased a sense of love that I never had before. I mean, he's not only my parent, like he's like my best friend.